Hello and welcome, my name is Mike Wyant, and today I'm going to show you how I get 5-star reviews from 60% of my customers. So hopefully you can start doing the same. So seriously, if you do everything that I'm about to mention in the next 10 minutes or so of this video, you should drastically be able to increase the reviews you're getting for your business. I can't guarantee that you're going to be getting 60% like I get, but you should definitely be increasing at least. I don't know how many you're getting. It's going up though. So if you think that getting more reviews for your business is valuable to you, make sure to subscribe and like this video. Like it, just hit that button, turn that little thumb blue so everyone else can see this video in the future and they can get more reviews for their business as well. So I'm gonna split this video up into 3 sections. I'm gonna talk about that 5-star review mindset. I'm gonna talk about leading up to the review. And then finally, I'm gonna talk about how to ask for that review from your customer. And I feel like I shouldn't have to explain why getting more 5-star reviews is a good thing for your business, but I'm going to really quick roll the facts. I am currently on reviewtrackers.com/reports/online-reviews-survey/. So you can go over to that if you want to. All right, so real quickly, when I ask for reviews, I definitely use Google. I don't use Yelp. I've got a personal vendetta against Yelp. I've tried it before. I don't like their business model. They just charge you for everything. Seriously, Yelp charges you like $1 a day just to put a logo up. It's crazy. It's like Facebook charging you to be able to post, and then, oh, here's $1 for your picture. Oh, here's $1 to be able to send a message. Oh, here's $1 if you want to do a video. They literally charge you for every little thing you want to do. And that's just ridiculous to me. So whatever, I don't use Yelp. I don't send people to Yelp. If people put a review on Yelp, that's cool. A couple people have done that, but I'm not gonna send my customers to Yelp because screw you. So that's what I think about Yelp. Anyway, so this even shows that Google is the review site of choice. Look at that, 63.6% of people look at Google anyway over Yelp. So why would I wanna waste my time on the smaller of the two? 80% of customers say that star ratings under 4 are not trustworthy. They want a 4, 4.5, or 5. It's so important to get those reviews. If you're getting anything lower than that, you really got to change your business up. 21% of customers are more likely to leave a review after they've had a negative experience over a positive experience. I've definitely done this before. So now after I've had a business for a little bit and I've seen how important reviews are, I'll definitely go out there and I'll leave a review for a business that I've had a good experience with. But in the past, I would only leave a review if I was like really, really mad. I would basically only leave 1-star reviews and that was it. And very rarely I would leave a 5-star review, but it was either 1 or 5. Now I'm getting better at it. I will still leave a 1-star review if you're just garbage, but I will go out of my way and really take the time to leave a 5-star review without being asked if I did have a good experience with that. This just kind of shows how important it is to build those reviews, those good reviews, because if no one was asked to do anything, they're less likely to leave a good review. If they have a bad experience, they're more likely to leave a bad review. So you want to really make sure you're getting those good reviews to counter any bad reviews you might have in the future. You should really never have a bad review. If you ever make a mistake or anything like that, you've got to make it right before the customer goes on there and talks trash about you on the internet. So really make sure to get those good reviews and don't get bad reviews. Like, just be awesome instead. Okay, so those were just a couple stats about why 5-star reviews are good for business. I really didn't want to just bombard you with these facts because I feel like it's a no-brainer. Everyone knows 5-star reviews are good for business. The more 5-star reviews you have, the more trustworthy you are. I just threw a couple in here just to really sink in that point, but I know you're not an idiot, so I'm going to continue with this video. Okay, so let's talk about that 5-star mindset you need to have with every customer. So I understand that you probably started your business to make money. Dollar bills, y'all! Most people do. Unless they've got some ulterior motives to just do good in the world or bad in the world, but hopefully that's not one. I say that as it's a bad thing. You've got ulterior motives to do good things in the world? What's wrong with you? No, it's not a bad thing. I don't know why I kind of said it like that. Basically, everybody is starting a business to make money. I mean, that's the point, right? So you have to switch your mindset around from how am I going to get money from this client or customer to how am I going to get a 5-star review from this client or customer. You've got to think about everything you're doing from first contact to the last point of contact when you're saying, see ya, I hope your new sink works out for you. You've got to be thinking about how to get a 5-star review the whole entire time and how someone who gets a 5-star review would have this part of the conversation or would install this part or how they would communicate this thing. So you can't think about how you're just going to get stuff done as fast as you can and get out. I mean, everybody loves a quick job when they're really getting the job done, and that's awesome. I mean, no one's going to complain if you come in, install the refrigerator and leave. That's what you're paid to do. That's what you did. Cool. See you later. But you've got to make it memorable. You have to give them a reason to say something good about you. You can't just show up, install a fridge, and leave. You've got to show up, be courteous, be on time, be communicative, do all of these things that'll really push toward that 5-star review. All right, smile. If you're showing up all grumpy, I'm gonna be like, all right, he got the job done, but he was kind of a dick about it. Like, it was a good job or whatever, but how about smile, you know? You're in a service business, you're in a people person business. When you're working with people, you know, show them that you care about them and that what you're doing is helping them and making their life better. It's always a bummer when someone comes and does something and you feel like you're just annoying to them and you're just like a paycheck or something. That's all I'm getting at. So you really want to make sure that you're there to get that 5-star review at the end, and you're not just there to get some cash or a check from a customer. So one thing I do every time I get on the phone with a customer, and this is kind of funny because I did this naturally, I just noticed it. If you're literally there in a room alone, smiling when you're on the phone, hey, how's it going? Thank you for calling Simply Box. This is Mike. You know, just like that. People tell me I sound like a robot, by the way, because I say that line so many times. I'm talking on the phone, I'm literally smiling. It's kind of funny that I just kind of came across that because the owner of the business that I manage brought it up one day, or rather I brought it up to him and he brought up that he used to have these little mirrors on their desks at an old job of his that said, your customer can hear your smile, or something along the lines of that. So there was a mirror to make sure you were smiling and you were looking at yourself smiling, which is kind of weird. You don't need that. Just smile when you get on the phone. The customer can literally hear your smile. If I get on the phone, thank you for calling Simply Box, this is Mike, rather than thank you for calling Simply Box, this is Mike, like just by smiling, you can't even say anything in a negative tone if you're not smiling. Thank you, I hate my life, like, it's just weird. Like, there's studies out there that actually show if you're smiling, even if you're sad, if you smile, your mood is gonna go up. Smile more is maybe what I'm trying to say, but definitely when you're answering the phone, make sure to smile, and that starts the conversation off nice and happy and peppy and whatever, and it's definitely gonna make the customer feel a little bit better, rather than if you're answering the phone, some gruff, grumpy old dude, and they're like, ooh, maybe I'm not even gonna use this guy, or, oh, this is the only guy I know, or at least he's got good reviews, which you should after this. It just definitely leads up to a better experience for the customer. Another thing I do that'll lead up to this review is really go out of my way to do things that I don't need to do. As an example of this, I'll recycle any packing paper or even any cardboard our customers use for them so they don't have to deal with it. And I know what you're thinking right now.
Mike, isn't the whole point of your business to make sure customers don't use cardboard?
Well, kind of. I mean, a big part of my business is just the ease of getting everything taken away. So if people have cardboard at the end that they got to figure out how to get rid of, they either have to jam it in the recycling bins or take it somewhere. It's kind of a hassle. So I thought, how can I help them out and really step up this part of the business? I can recycle it for them. It's usually not too much. It can fit in my trailer pretty easily, except I have had people totally load up my trailer. I'll put a picture of this. One time I picked up some boxes. They moved from a 2-bedroom apartment to a 5,000 square foot house. So I definitely showed up and was like, that doesn't seem like that matches. And they opened their garage and they're like, so you said you'd take cardboard, right? And I was like, yeah. And they were like, I don't think this is all gonna fit. We had a whole bunch of stuff in storage, but you know what? I got it all in there. I put it in the trailer and in my car, and they gave me a 5-star review because that's awesome. They were helping me load it up, and he was literally just like, gushing over how awesome it was that I got rid of all this cardboard for him, and he didn't have to hire someone or pay someone to come out and grab it, or a dumpster to throw it in, because that's like $300 on top of all of the cost of that cardboard in the first place. He definitely saved a lot of money because he rented boxes from me, and I'm willing to do this for people. And on top of really going above and beyond and doing things that I don't necessarily need to do for customers, I make sure to be super communicative, probably over communicate things. I've got a system that they get an email 5 days before a delivery and 5 days before a pickup. Hey, your pickup or your delivery is due in 5 days. They get an email a day before, and then I text when I'm like half an hour out, and I'll make sure to text them maybe a day before as well, just so I can like double check, oh, did they see my email or not? Everyone checks text, so I'll make sure to do that too. So I'm like there when I'm communicating. I don't want to mess anything up. I don't want to get there and you're not ready. That's a pain for everybody, to be honest. So I'm on top of that. I'm friendly. I'm really just like throwing on my ego right now. I'm trying to just say that I go above and beyond, and I don't just say it, but I actually do it. I mean, I totally seem like I'm just like laying it on thick right now, but I was talking to my girlfriend the other day saying that I really look at things from an outside perspective. So when I'm seeing myself and talking about myself, I try and see myself from as though I'm someone else looking in. It makes it easier when I'm talking about my business and telling people how I run things, because it definitely sounds egotistical when I'm just saying how awesome I am and how awesome I am at getting 5-star reviews because I'm awesome. Now that you've been awesome the whole time you've been talking to your customer and working with them and dealing with things that they need to get done, it's time for you to ask. Because you don't want to do all these awesome things and then just leave that on the table. Just leave that 5-star review over here and not ask about it, and just hope that because you're so awesome, they're gonna do something about it. Because guess what? 21% of people are more likely to leave a bad review than a good review. So you gotta really push them in the right direction to leave that good review. I'll explain what I do to ask for this, and it doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to say exactly what I say. I'm super awkward every time I mention it, actually. They probably leave me a review because they just feel bad for me. They're like, oh my gosh, this kid is just trying to get these reviews. Of course, let's help him out. I feel so bad. And then they look and see how many reviews I have, and then they're like, okay, he's just awkward and weird. We'll leave a review anyway. I already typed it out. So every time I pick up my boxes, I always make sure to ask, how'd these work out for you? Did everything work out well? And did they make your lives easier? And such, you know, I have a conversation while I'm loading up boxes usually, and I'm multitasking, which I can do sometimes. And everybody so far has been like, this is amazing. People are asking me what these are. The movers loved them. Like, this is the best way to move. I'm never moving any other way ever again in my whole life. They'll say something along the lines of that, but then it makes it pretty easy for me to kind of lean into the review asking part. I'll say something along the lines of, I'm so glad that everything worked out so well for you. You know, we're really trying to build this business, and we're trying to build reviews because it really helps us, well, build the business. And like I said, I'm awkward. And then usually they'll be like, oh, definitely. And like I said, about 60% of people will actually leave a review, which is pretty good. I mean, I haven't done the research to see the general amount of reviews people are getting, but I bet you it's not 60%. So that's what I'm getting right now. You could probably go through and look at all the reviews I've ever gotten on Google, Yelp, Facebook, or whatever, and probably have a pretty good estimate of how many customers I've had in the lifetime of my business, because it's pretty close. I think we're at like 57% review rate or something like that. I haven't checked like before I made this video, but I checked last week. So, and we've gotten a couple more reviews since then. But the point is just to ask, you know, you can always ask and then make it easy. I'll text them after every pickup. I get in my car, and here, I'll put my text that I put up here. You don't have to copy this. Just say something along the lines of what this text message says. But I put in their name and then hit send. And it sends them a link, and I'll put this up here too, a link to the exact place to leave a review on Google. So if they're already signed into Google on their phone, they don't even have to sign in. It just pops up, boom, and they can either leave 5 stars without saying anything, or they can type something out real quick, hit send or save or whatever the button is, and then it's done. It's super easy. People usually do the review before I even get home or before I even get to my next place, because it's so easy for them. With the other business that I manage, we send them an automated email after every single pickup. So they'll get that, and then they can do the review. That's a little bit less, like we don't get as many reviews from that business. We still have a lot. We still have way more than I have on my personal business, Simply Boxed, but I'm catching up pretty quick. Only like 10% of the way, but I'm getting there. So yeah, it's definitely something you need to do. You need to make it super easy for them so they can just pull up their phone and leave a review. Done deal. They don't have to think about it after that. You know, the whole point of everything you're doing should be making your customers' lives easier and simpler, and that even means getting a review from them should be simple and easy. So what I want you guys to do right now, because I'm just curious, you don't have to do this, I guess, like, I mean, I care, but I don't really care, like, but you should go down in the comments and tell me how many reviews would you have if you started doing something like this and started getting 60% review rate from the very beginning when you first started your business. And then right under that, tell me how many reviews you actually have because you didn't do this. And if you have like a 100% review rate or something, definitely tell me what you're doing down there in the comments, or send me a DM if you don't want to share your secrets with everyone. But definitely share them with me because I want a 100% review rate as well. And I just hit my foot against this box table. All right. All right, guys, so there you have it. My secret to how I get a 60% review rate kind of across the board on my little business that I've started. And hopefully you guys can take this information and start getting a higher review rate for your business. And I bet you can get, you know, really close to 60 or even higher, depending on your audience and your customers and how you talk to them. Like if you're a super friendly person and you're sitting there and I don't know, you could kind of be more aggressive with it in a friendly way and have them do it right in front of you or something, which would be kind of weird. And they might delete it after, but you know, it's definitely another option that I'm not gonna do, but you could do, why not? Anyway, if you found some good value in here, definitely leave a like. It doesn't really take too much time out of your day and it really helps me out. I'm trying to grow this channel to help people grow their own service businesses or start their service businesses. And I hope content like this is helping you and other people who would really like to grow reviews and their business. So leave a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe, and you'll get more content like this. I gotta go, and I'll see you guys next time. I thought that was a pretty good ending. You know, that was probably the first good ending I've had. 5-star review. All right, so that was just a little bit of stats about a review and why their business. Okay, what? And why their business? Guys, I feel like sometimes I'm just like having a stroke when I'm trying to talk here. So wow, that was crazy that I just said that.